Nobody really cares what you use to make games.
In my last video, I used Unity. I'm going to find what game engine to use moving forward then. Unity is my go-to, my area of expertise, but they've been acting kinda sus. So I've been wanting to switch, and all it took was Epic Gamer Scout's compelling argument.
I don't have any experience with other software.
But people make it seem like switching to the Godot game engine is easy. I thought it would be 10 to 30 minutes to port my game. 6 hours? What did I even spend that time doing? I made the game in 3 minutes in Unity.
Check out that video by clicking.
Now, I wasn't hurrying. I tried to establish a foundational understanding and learn the right way instead of the easy way. Wow, that sure made me look dumb. Godot was a breeze to download and boot up, but other times it was endless, soul-crushing searching to fix issues, which is kind of what programming usually is anyway. Almost every step along the way, getting the player to jump, getting objects to spawn, and reloading the game, each had something that required research to figure out how to do. I expected it to be a lot more like Unity, but it's not. It's like Unity's brother that has an accent that's hard to understand. He came over to spend time with Unity, but he wasn't home, and now you can't back out. Now you can't understand what he's saying. Was that even a word? In the end, I got the basic functions of my game down.
Now what?
It's pretty obvious that Unity is still where all my skill resides. But what's better for the future? My problem? Unity or Godot? My solution? Let's try out Unreal Engine. Now, Unreal Engine is the same danger as Unity. They're owned by not me, so at any point they could turn.
Let's give it a try.
Godot took a couple of minutes to install and open, but Unreal Engine had me download their launcher, make an account, took forever to download the engine, then I had to download more stuff for Visual Studio. It took over 2 hours for me to go from not having it to opening a project. Though, I do suspect the poor hardware on my PC was partially responsible. The poor thing, it was having trouble running the basic scene in the Unreal editor, so, yeah. I got to work trying to make my game. The annoying slight lag, plus the overwhelming amount of options, ate away at me as I tried to learn the engine, and I found myself struggling against this behemoth of complexity. It's so much work just to make my simple little game. I truly began to question why I was even doing this. Why should I spend hours in Unreal to make a bad game, when I could spend minutes in Unity and make a bad game?
Check out that video by clicking.
When I really step back and look at the Unity drama, I don't think it's going to be an issue for me short term. I want to focus on making YouTube videos right now, and not switching game engines. So, I'm going to stick with Unity. And, if I want to, I can switch later. I've now gotten the experience which will make that even easier.
Well, anyway.
I'm going to finish what I started and port my game, even though using Unreal Engine's like trying to pick up a flailing buttered baby. It's kind of funny how easy this would be for those who are already fluent with these engines.
Not for me.
After I got a better night's sleep and watched more tutorials, I got back to work and had a much better perspective of how things work in Unreal. Like, everything makes so much more sense. Was I tired this whole time? Either way, I still had most of the game left to make, so even with my newfound understanding, it still took a while. When I started with Unreal, I wanted to program using C++ instead of the simpler blueprints. But as I researched the topic, I stumbled upon this nugget of wisdom. Just use blueprints, they're easier, idiot. How wise.
But even with their simplicities, I still ran into the natural difficulties of programming a game.
Why won't it jump? Why does it stop jumping? Why does the program lie to me when I ask for the coordinates? Is it planning to rise up against me? Eventually, I dealt with every issue. And finally, after around 9 hours of Unreal Engine, my game was now complete. And, thanks to my crisis midway through, I now know what game engine I'll use. I'm sticking with Unity. And, I have to say, after suffering through so much unknown in these different engines, I'm really looking forward to going back.
See you there.
The original Rocket game from this video was made in under 3 minutes. Check it out.